Welcome back to Dank's Code Traders App. Good morning, everyone. Dan here once again, and as usual, it is a Wednesday session that we are starting today. Right now, we are a bit late, about 4-5 minutes there, but let's do this. So let's pray and then get started. Father, thank you for the new morning. Thank you that we are back here to give you all the glory. And we're back here to also look into the charts and be able to get some signals that we can capitalize on and make money. So thank you that we are back. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you that you already have a plan for us, that we will get these signals and be able to use them. Thank you for the clear mindset, clear emotions that we come with in the charts, so that we can be able to see what exactly is happening in the charts. Thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Right. So without any delay, crash 500. Crash 500. So I hope you guys made money yesterday on the crash. Yeah, because that was a sniper. I think it was a sniper. No. It wasn't. But clearly where we had mapped, it reached back there, and that's where we got our entry from. That's how I got my entry from, and it went all the way back to this OB. I didn't close. I don't know why. Oh yes, I thought it would go back to this H4 OB. I thought it would go back to that H4 OB, but it failed. It actually went with that first one right here. All of them are H4, but this was even on H1 right there. Very, very crucial level right there. So we saw that, and clearly it's not coming back. From what we see there, we may not see it come back. Same thing that it did here. It did not come back to this. When it touched this level right here, it did not come back. It went all the way back, all the way up there. So we can now delete all these levels for now. Now this has been mitigated. Okay, let's leave it. Delete all this. So we know that price is headed there. That's what we want, but we still have that sort of weak. Is it? Yeah, a bit. So we are looking for the breakout right there, according to H4. H4 hasn't reached the retest level according to CCI right here. We haven't seen it reach that retest level. So yesterday it was just the what, because of the weekend. So I need to draw it a bit into M30. M30 will it be okay? Yeah, let's use M30. The order block on the M30. This one right here. So do that, delete that also. So that is the order block that we may see price head back to, that one there. So if it goes back to that level, then we will come again with the sales. Now hopefully by the time it reaches there and does some consolidation, then H4 will be ready to retest. So that's what we'll be looking at. So hopefully it will be ready to retest. and that's why our price levels, let's use H4 right here, our order block here may be still valid. Not sure, we will wait and see, but for now let's put it back. And aim at that level. So that's what I'm looking at today. On Crash 500. That's it. I'm not having any entries to put. It is too near. The entry I would need is come here and then enter, but still it is too near. So there's another possibility. If it breaks that level and retests, then you know that we will continue with a buy. Because generally we are buying according to H4 and according to daily time frame. So you need to be ready for even that move. You have to be ready for it if it happens, so that you don't be surprised. That is Crash 500 for us right there. Boom 1000. Boom 1000. I missed an entry. Was a good opportunity. Those who remember yesterday's analysis, let's see, it was what time? Around this time. So that means if it was here, that means we were around here. So we are still within this level here. So I wanted, okay, it happened right there. So we knew that this was going to happen, and this was a TP level. So it reacted after TP, it went again there, gave us that other level, but then on coming back, it broke out perfectly. So I later checked, looked at that OB, said I would enter if price would come back to it, but I never came back to check this asset at all. So that's how I missed a perfect entry right there. So right about now, something interesting is here. This support level was broken. That support level was broken, and now we are seeing the retest about there according to H1. If we look at H4, this has come all the way to that level right there. That is an H4. That was a potential support level on H4. Now it is confirmed on D1. The trend on D1 is buys. So meaning now this confirms what we have on CCI according to H4. So CCI is coming through with the signal there to actually so that we can see buys later on. Why? Because it's matching with what we have on the daily. Daily we've been buying. Why? Because we've been within the range here. We've been within the range right there. If you can see it even on weekly, the general momentum is buys. So let's go to daily right here. So it was respecting the falling wedge, the rising wedge. So that has been dealt with. The retest has come all the way back to this order block on H4, all the way to that order block on H4. So the retest is, yes, the retest according to H4 is done, even though we see that on returning it broke structure right there on returning. On returning, we see it did what? It came back to that support. It came back to that level and broke it. So we have a what? We have a breakout structure right there. Just excuse me. Alright, so on returning, it broke structure here. So meaning we first see a pullback again, so that it can trust that this is no big deal of a break of structure at all. But the other thing, lucky thing that we have here is that we have a support. It is now a support level because price has come back to this very order block. Alright, so I think that's clear. We delete all these things. Now come to H4, H1, delete this, delete that. Just wait a minute. Did this hit the TP level? Did this hit the TP level? Yes, indeed. So that is a confirmation of that we are coming in with sales. We are coming in with buys, I mean, not sales. So H1 we need a confirmation, and the confirmation won't happen before the previous lower high there is taken out. So it won't happen. We won't confirm that we are in buys yet. We won't confirm. So the anticipation, come back here, then come in straight right about there. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. H1, that's what I'll be looking for. So I'm not going to even go to M15 to see what is happening. For M15, oh yes, M15 is still showing us buys. There's a momentum of buys, but we are not going to follow this. We are going to wait for H1 to come through. When it comes back to that level, then we will know that, yeah, time to boom 500. Boom 500. Oh yes, yeah, this one hit TP. Hit TP right there, just like we had analyzed. Those who attended yesterday's session, we had two levels where this price would react to. So one was here, this OB, and then the other one was on there, that one right there. So it went, touched it. Immediately when I saw that touching that level, I made my entry right there, and clearly it never went back to look for my stop losses. So I took it all the way. I've even deleted the OB. It's a problem anyway. So I took it all the way down below and to the TP level right here. The reason why we had that TP level is because of that sort of OB right about there. Sort of OB right about there. So came to I took my profits just about there, and it retested a bit, then came and broke structure right about there. And remember, the general overview is to see this kind of this kind of retest according to H4, this kind of retest. So it hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, but from what we see now, according to H4, let's remove history, bring this about here. From what we see now, according to H4, CCI is overbought right there. So it means it's looking for a retest back about there. Then it comes again into sell. So if we know that, and we see that we had a breakout right here, there was a breakout right there, there was a breakout right there. One may say it is even a change of character. Let's now first delete these, first delete those right there. So as we delete that, delete also that line. To go back to H4, that's where we'll be able to see this low right there and also having that breakout. Now, we may use this, we may use the other one, but I normally love using this very low right here. So this is sort of like an M. I want you to see it. It's right there. This is right here. And then there. Then and then here. So far, it means we have to anticipate this kind of move right about there. Right about there. But then if this is happening like this, that means this right here, and that first delete them, and then that means it's coming like that, then like that, and like this. Gonna be about there, just about there, before you can have this move. Daily is looking for buys, but H4 is overbought, and for the reason why it is overbought, we had that resistance level right about there. We had that kind of resistance level. So let's just move a bit. Yeah, we had that level right there. All that is the resistance level right about there. So for price to break this, it may be a bit hard unless it first goes back to this level right here so that it can break out. But I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing earlier coming in is this kind of sell on H, on H4. So for now, that's a no-go for me. Let me just wait for that kind of move. Delete this, delete that. For now, let me see if this kind of move will come through. This kind of move. So if it is this is H1. H1 we are buying or we are selling, but M15 we are buying. We've seen we are reaching that weak potential, not even potential, I think it is a resistance level, the way it pulled back there. So one may say it's a weak resistance level, but you may say it's a potential one. So we wait and see if it goes back there, if it is going to come back down with the sell, but we need it to reach the other side to make to give us what we want, to reach all the way up there. I'm going to leave this on H1, that is boom 500. No entry at all where it is currently. V25, this also did exactly what we wanted. We had two entry levels, so those who attended, I believe we took that money. So we had missed yesterday the previous day's entry right about there, just like how I had given right there. I don't see. Oh yes, I made my entry. No, I didn't miss. I made my entry there, right there. So one may say it was some sort of sniper entry anyway. But yeah, that's what happened there, and we started selling. So yesterday, let me put back. So I took my profits yesterday, but then I didn't enter another entry when it did these retests right there. So let's look into it. We had two possibilities, one to retest from there, one to retest from this weak resistance right there. So it decided to react from that weak resistance. So now, having seen that, this is not needed, we can delete it. It reacted from that, it came here, broke that weak resistance level, came to this support level, it broke that weak support level right there. Then it came to this support level, which is H1 support level. So it came to that level. So it was coming all the way from there. So this, it didn't follow that, but it came to this very one that is on H1. And on reaching there, that's where we saw that price was now oversold. So that's where the buy opportunities came in, and clearly that was an M formation right there, right about there. That was an M formation. That was an M from a W formation, I mean. So that's what I'm talking about, W right there. So it was a W formation, which tells us that we had to get into buys, and the opportunity was right here, right there when it tested that level. That is where the opportunity to make that entry was. So we missed that entry. What do we do now? Delete the weak resistance, delete this, delete that. Wait a minute before I delete that. H4, we are still selling, so it only and only means that this level is still valid, this level right here. So put it on H1, just using a bit, drag to your left, to your right again, and then now go to H4, delete that, and delete that weak resistance. Now we have a clear chart. Now this is fair value gap left in there, that is an imbalance there. So what are we looking for? Go to H4, look at where this move started from. So according to H4, this move started all the way here, started all the way there, started all the way there. So it has come back to that level, and we are starting to see some reaction. We are starting to see some reaction here. That means M15 is overbought. That's what it clearly means. M15 is overbought. So if M15 is overbought, it means you can anticipate on M15 pullback to that OB. right about there, pull back to that OB, and then later on to continue in the buy momentum. But remember, this was never tested, that level right there, and on H1 we don't have this here was tested on H1, but on M15 and M30 that level was never tested, meaning it may come all the way there or all the way down below, so we need to just get ready. We need to just get ready. We need to just get ready for anything. So that's on M15. That's gonna be on M15 there, all down below. According to H1, the buy is on. H4, we are looking for the retest. Yes, now this makes sense. So the buy on H1 to reach that OB, to reach that fair value gap and mitigate it, then come straight into sales, just like H4 is still looking for. So now the analysis there makes sense. Let me remove the fib, and now we wait. That is boom, volatility 25 1S. I forgot to write it, sorry guys. Now we are headed to vol 75. We are headed to vol 75 now. Vol 75. Oh, by the way, if you are here, if you don't mind, you can go ahead and like the stream, share it. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe. Will be much appreciated. So, V75, just a minute. Like I told you yesterday, I have a bit of a cold, so these short minute breaks, I'm just handling myself. Right, so now V75. Everyone who made money on this asset, you can let us know. We made a lot of money yesterday on this asset. All the analysis was on point, and clearly it came back to the trend line right there. That was on H1 trend line. We wanted it to come all the way here or there, so we are still having a momentum to buy this, to sell this asset. But let's start on what happened yesterday. So according to M15, that was the entry right there. So my first entry right here was taken out on stop loss, on my stop loss in profits. So if it took me out and went and tested that level, and I saw there was no momentum to push and continue, I made my entry, and never looked back. I have already had the retest here that was enough, so I didn't want to wait for any other retest. But if you scroll down to M5, probably you'll see a short retest. Let's do this. It's actually even on M1. It was the first takeout. Yeah, this is where it is. This was the retest right here on M1. That was the retest right there on M1. Almost went up shortly into losses a bit, and then went all the way down below. So that is M1 there, and we made that money. So I'm not sure if you guys did make that money, and here I kept on telling you that TP level has been hit. You know that you should move out. So if you stayed in, then you first went into that, your money being taken out a bit, and then it is still consolidating within that level. But we know that H1, the momentum to sell is still on. H4, the retest is not yet done. We want to buy, or actually we are selling it. We haven't started buying it, so we are still selling it. So it means all these levels are still valid. All these levels that we have down below are still valid. So remove history, go to H4, first go to daily. Yeah, this is the retest right here, and then we come into buys just like we did on the daily time frame. Remember, the daily is oversold, meaning this will be just a retest to give us what we need before we start buying it. So for now, go back to H1, in fact M15, and try to make sense of the structure now. To make sense of the structure, this is a low, that is a low there, that is a high, and that's a high. So clearly we have that range right there, and it may want to first do something of sort at a later stage right there, or whichever way it decides. But yeah, this move will be respected. So for now we leave it, and let's head to H. Oh yes, the sell is on according to M5 to bring it all the way down below here, maybe to that OB, maybe to this OB right there. Then the buy can come in again. Now looking at this, something tells me to first actually delete all this and then look at my retracement level, fib retracement level. So this is almost in the same level, so I would use that, really use something like that, and then once I have it like that, then I see this right here, right there at 50. See that at 50, and then I see another, I see a fair value gap in premium right there. Those will be some good points of interest right there. So once I see that, I want to delete this whole thing right here, delete it. Now I can go to H1 and now delete the fib. So I delete the fib, the chart is now a bit clear for what I'm looking for. Right here, come back to that. So it's coming down here, according to M15, it's coming down here. Either touch it. So for now, let me first delete this right here. Let me first delete that. We'll bring it again. So for now, let's look at this move. M15 move. It's aligning with. It's going to align with H1. Why is it going to align with H1? This is the reason why. This is where we see a change of character on H1. So that is the same level right here where we are seeing that you have a potential retest right there. So according to M15, now I believe price, if it comes back here, it may not exceed this level, may not exceed that level right there, because it is our change of character on H1. 1, so it may not exceed this very level right there. You have to understand that order block, but I'm not going to leave it there. It's going to make the work dirty, so I will leave this at M15 and let's roll to V50. I've not entered that on M5, but anyone who wanted would have entered it on M5. V50. So V50, let's look at it, H4. It returned to that OB on H1 and H4, which is a clear reaction for us that we have an entry for the buys that is only according to H1 that is according to H1 right there, and of course even H4, it shows us that it has started, but you have to remember we had a breakout. Those who remember yesterday's move, I had told you I will anticipate something like this, then a retest, I enter. What happened is it gave me this kind of retest, this kind of breakout. I didn't touch. It went back in and retested. On coming back, it came back strong and went all the way to that H1 OB. So that changes the analysis. So the analysis is now this there, and then that right about there, probably react from that level. Probably it will react from that level right about there. Once it reacts there, that's where we will see our sales coming in again. That's how we're going to see our sales come in again. So delete this OB and now wait for this kind of move. Let's go to H4, look at H4 a bit. We want it to come to that level. Yeah, we want it to come to that level daily. We are still waiting for the buys to start, but we have to remember that according to weekly time frame, we're supposed to be selling. And I don't know how I deleted the trend line. But we had that kind of trend line right about there. We had that kind of trend line on the weekly time frame. Which now shows us that has come to the retest level of CCI. You can see the price line there. The curve there has come to the retest level of CCI, meaning the retest is coming, and that's why we see daily being oversold. That's why we will see once sales come here on H4, we will be now anticipating the buyers to come in strongly. So for now, let's head back to H1. We know that we are looking for that buy. That means on M15, we will wait for the confirmation. To make this. So if it gives us any pullback around right about there, and then we will be entering it. So it's going to do that according to M5. It is happening. So we wait, then we will get our perfect entry. To make that kind of buy. So leave it at M15. It's going to be a W and most of the W's may not give you any retest in between. Sometimes they don't, so all we want is price to come back down below, right about here. Oh, it has touched that OB. It's touched that OB. What does it mean? It's a bit weird. Let's wait for that. M1. Put my buy limit. And the buy limit right there. And another one down below. This has low volatility, so I can put 3, knowing that I'm still safe. Yeah, that is what? That is vol 50. Let's now go to jump 25. Time is rushing. Jump 25. I think we haven't entered any trade, so we are now going to be patient. We haven't entered any trade today. So jump 25. Yeah, of course it took me out on SL. I wasn't on the market to actually analyze and move out earlier. So first go to H4. So that is that, delete that. Go to H1. Let's see the history. So the buy, we first sold it, that was the other day. Took me out still on stop loss. Then here, I bought it. According to what we had seen. Took my SL right there. And came back to that. It is now a strong support. This is now a strong support on H1. So it came back to that support. So it is still failing to break that level. We can delete all this, delete all that, delete all this right here, all this, even that. So if we know we have that, it means we have a range. We have ourselves a range where market is trading within the range. So if we know that that's the case, then we know that price is coming there, and then it will come down. Until it gains enough momentum to break out and actually continue selling. So for now, that's for sure what we can keep trading. But I don't want you to be caught on the wrong trend, so you rather wait for the sales every time. H4 is selling, H1 is selling, so you need price to reach there, and then you enter your sales. So there, sometimes it doesn't, it just touches it and comes down. So you need to know why you do what you do. Alright, so that's how I will leave that asset alone. And lastly, jump 10. Jump 10. Before we go to jump 10, let's go to daily C. Yeah, I thought it would reach there, but it hasn't. So whatever is going on, we'll see about that. I wanted it to reach that level. That's why I thought we'll start our sales from. Yeah, we've been following this for some time. Just a minute. So jump 10. Jump 10. What do we see? So it hasn't done anything that we are looking for. Rather than momentum to continue buying, it is a bit now increasing, but I believe that is a fake breakout right there. It's a fake breakout. It's a fake breakout. Look at that. Look at the way it is pushing up. So delete all these for now. It's a fake breakout. So go to M, H1, H4. Oh no, the buy momentum is still on. Just like you see, I wanted price LTP to be taken off there. That's what I wanted. So it's coming right about here. It's coming right about that OB right there, H4. And that's where the sales are coming in. That's where we will see sales coming in. Why we have a breakout structure there? According to daily and H4, we had a breakout structure, but then we have to also know that we got a change of character right about here, according to H4. So that means buys started. That means the buy trend started, just like we want on the daily time frame. So the buy started according to H4, and we thought we will see a pullback to react to these levels. It hasn't happened yet. So it means the buy is coming there, then it will come and do the retest before we continue strongly with the buy. So let's get to H4. H1. So delete all these are not important anymore. It has not happened. Now all we need is this move back there, right about there. That move right about there. That is a move that I'll be looking for. Delete this. Go to H4. So this was to reach there, and then that is on daily. Let's look at that. So, according to weekly, we are still buying, selling. So, but we cannot continue selling before we see a retest, and this actually reached that retest level. And clearly where we see the reaction from, if you go to the left, you will see that there. If you go to the left, you will see that is a support level right there. If you go to the left, you will see that. So if now we know the reason why this is reacting from there, you can go to daily and make sense of this. Daily H4 breakout structure, retest, now continued up there. Daily, it has to come down. No, this asset has to come down. At least back to this level. So once we know that, go to M15, wait for it to touch that level, and we come in with our sales. Why? Because this is a rising wedge, it has to respect the structure. So that was a fake breakout. Now from that consolidation to reach there, but then later on it will come in and respect the structure to then reverse and makes a reversal of this very pattern. So that's what we will do. We will wait for M15 to to give us the signal to enter the sells. Clearly, you can clearly see that it has touched overbought level, so we wait. I think that's it for today. I don't know if you guys had a good time. Yeah, most of you guys have already gone. But anyways, so let's wrap up this. Let's go to recap. So starting with Crash 500, we know the price is headed there. That's for sure. That's what we need. Once it gets there, we come in with a sell. But you can enter this short buy if you want some quick money right about there. Take your profits right there. You can do that. Boom 1000. We are waiting for this and then enter the sell. I'm not going to put a buy limit, but I'm just going to wait for that to happen and give me an entry. Boom 500, just like I told you, it has pushed all the way there, right there. We need this move right here. We need that move. Once we have it, we come in with a sell. So I guess you can see in just about 45 minutes what has happened. That kind of buy. It has been all the way back there. We had missed, of course, to enter it right here, and this was never a good entry point, so I couldn't enter. But actually, the one which was a good entry point is when it reacted to that. When it reacted to that, that's where we would have re-entered this market right there. But we missed. So what we want is price reach there, and we come in with sells. V25, the pullback has started, just like we anticipated. Pullback has started. We are looking at it right on that level there, in this order block, or right below down here. So whichever comes in first, we go with that. We want to enter buys when price reaches this order block. So now patience pays right here. We wait. It may come here, but it also may come all the way to the trend line. So just keep waiting until it gives you a confirmation to enter your buys. V50, yeah, we have seen now a breakout. Yeah, just like we had anticipated, we've seen a breakout. So what we know, like I told you, oh yes, it did give me a W. So it's gonna give me a W gain on M15. So that means you can now wait for this price to come back to this OB on M5. On M5 there, that's where you will get your entry from. M5. So we'll leave it at M15 and put that line right about there. Let me see that. Oh, it's like this. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking for today. Jump 25. Of course, I'm waiting for that to happen and activate my sell limits right about there, and then I'll be looking at taking my profits right here on this support level. Lastly is jump 10. Jump 10 hasn't reached. I'm not going to make any entry at all. I need it to reach that level and give me an entry point. Once I have an entry point, everything can now see I'll be entering my sales immediately. I think that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys had a great time. I want to wish you guys a happy trading day. Let's catch up tomorrow again. I hope I'll still be able to make it as not that well. Yeah, I hope I'll be able to do the what? I hope I'll be able to do the session tomorrow. And today, hopefully I'll be able to also do the follow-up and update on the channel. If you haven't joined the channel, the WhatsApp channel, please go to the description of this video and you'll see where it says the WhatsApp channel. And if you click on the link, it will be able to take you to the WhatsApp channel. Or you can use the link that you used to come to this stream. You will, if you got it from WhatsApp, you will be able to see where there is channel, and then you click on channel, it will take you to the channel of this like the one we normally put the updates, Dansko Traders community. Yeah. Otherwise, have a good day. Happy trading day. See you guys tomorrow.